I'm arranging the pillow for this one because I feel like it's the turn off on all the turn offs. Is the 3 vices: smoking, excessive smoking, drinking, and womanizing. In fact, once I meet you and I even see one, I have to rethink if I even want to consider the marriage. Then if I see the second one, I don't think I would run to the next, because you see some women, they meet a guy and he smokes excessively, he drinks excessively, and he may not be womanizing in front of you, but when he sees, you can tell a man that he's walking with you and is checking out that woman's bum, or checking out that woman's lips, or eyeing the other woman. Once I see that, the marriage cannot even, in fact, the relationship cannot work. It is gone. So excessive smoking, not just because people that smoke irritate me, no, because I have to think, what if you get lung cancer? What if the person dies in future? What if the excessive drinking and smoking affects them? And I put the word excessive for a reason, because there's a thin line. So if, let's say, you're a drinker or a smoker, I can think about it and see where I'm at. If it's something I can live with, I have to consider my children. Am I okay with my children smoking and being exposed? Because the secondhand smoking is equally dangerous. So those 3 vices kind of puts me off. So once I see, because when I met my husband, he used to drink excessively, but we're married. So it's not like I look at one or all 3, I'm like, no, good. You just see what you can live with. But when a man has all 3, I'm telling you.
I think from a perspective of,
do you know what is for me? Do you know what is for me? Why? Do you know what is for me? Why I can't? Okay, let's put it in. If I was talking to a girl, she loves male attention, drinks and smokes. Well, I come at it to a perspective of, how does your brain work?
What?
Because not in sense of no, because the way I like productivity. I like wait, no, but look at it from a scientific point of view. Listen. I like productivity. I like people who are striving to be bosses, to be great, moving forward. Now, if we look at the science of it, what does smoking do to your brain? Let's say smoking weed. What does it do to your brain? If we look at the science of it, what does drinking do to your brain?
Blackouts and so many things.
If we look at the excessive attention, social media, how does your brain work that you love attention so much? Do you get? And that's where, for me, it's a straight away turn off, because I know that the person that I want to be with is motivated, striving. They want to be a boss. They want to be managing stuff. They want to be doing this, doing that. And the chemical composite of your brain for somebody who smokes weed all the time is different from somebody who's a CEO who doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, and just manages and takes care of their family. The way their brain works and how they think is completely different to the other person. And I know what person I want to be with. And it's not that person. Do you get?
So for some people, it's okay. They don't mind a smoker or a drinker. That's their choice. For me,
you see, the thing is,
a smoking especially is.
You see, the thing is what I feel like is wrong with people is that all we do is now. We're living in now. Take, do now.
You only live once.
But when you start thinking about 5 years, 10 years, children, I feel like it would be so embarrassing for me to be in the parlor and my daughter has come see me, and tomorrow your child starts doing that at the age of 11, smoking weed, and you are complaining, this bad character, this.
No, lots of them don't complain because
you actually can't complain.
People just do certain things.
Because like I said, people will live for the now. But when you think about now, you can't tell me you want to be CEO. You want to be everything, like we just said. You want to be boss. You want to be doing that. And you said there was something, I can't remember the scripture of the Bible where it said, "Men, be careful of women. These have brought kings down." I can't remember the scripture, but it's in Proverbs. I would tell people, how can you cannot womanize. Let's take, for example, there was something Pastor Chris said. He said Solomon in the Bible was destined for. It said Solomon didn't do half of the things he was destined for.
Yeah. That's so wild.
As you know, Solomon, as great as he is, Solomon is the greatest and the richest king ever till date. And they are telling you this man didn't do half of the things. You know why?
Women. 400 concubines.
So it's just telling you that, see, these things kill your potential.
I know that in life there's time for everything. You know, you can do it when you're younger. You can wild out. But me personally, yeah, not that if I was to say that when you told me before that you were a smoker, I'd be put off. But at the same time, when I was 19, 18, if I went somewhere and I saw you, not like, just anybody, and I saw you smoking, immediately I'm not getting in any further anything with you. We can be friends, I have no issues, do you get? But because I know I don't like the smell, I'm not gonna like it when we kiss. None of this is gonna be good for me. So I'm not gonna be like, oh, and this is different to say if somebody comes up to me and tells me that they had smoked, I will deal with that differently. But if I see you live-o in person, whether it be excessive, whether it be the cost of buying, and that's what I was gonna say as well. When you're talking about finances, because all of these things to me, I know addiction is a real thing. I get that, but when I'm looking at, especially because I know I want to have 6 children, when I'm looking at everything, I will tell you you're not buying a cigarette pack. I don't care how you anything. I don't care how you want anything. Like 3-4 packs. You will cold turkey. You're not. And the thing is, I won't actually, as much as like, you know, you're meant to take into consideration, I won't take it into consideration because I don't think that we should be. And those, I used to sell them in Asda, but I used to sell them, so I know how expensive they are. Yeah, they're very expensive. When you're telling me you're buying even a pack a week or a pack, some people smoke most a pack people a day. Like a pack a day, anything like that. The finances for me is now looking rubbish. I'll be real.
It all comes in a package because it comes back to for me, it becomes back to statistics and characteristics and da.
You know, at a point, I looked at my life and I was just like, okay, what kind of person do I want to be in business? What kind of person do I want to be in work? What kind of person do I want to be with my family, to my sisters, to my friends, da. And when you look at it and you model the type of person that you want to be, there's responsibilities that come with that person. There's characteristics that come with that person, and there's a way that person behaves. That's that package. That person doesn't do things that the smoker, the drinker, the womanizer does. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because it affects that character.
Does that make sense? Because you going into those type of activities affects, one, the way your brain works, and 2, your priorities. So you're not prioritizing things that make you the package that I want to be.
We said excessive. We're not
saying my dad was going to say that because we're drinking. I'm like, oh, you
I want to say,
I emphasize excessive. So
mind you.
But also though, your package is like, this is with everything. Your package is specific to you because you're the only person who's my brother and Chidoman's sister. Do you get? Yeah. So you can't now say that. I do get what you're saying.
Hear what I'm saying. Hear what I'm saying. It's not about specific to us. It's not, because
it could be anybody.
A man that has a family, any sort of family, should be providing for that family. 1, should be stabilizing that family. 2, should be there for that family. 3, that's just it. The person in package A is that. The person in package B is not.
What I'm saying is that somebody who is in that package might be able to manage those other things and still actually do that.
Not excessively.
But some people, because there are because what I'm trying to say is that there are some people who, maybe not necessarily drinking, but I know of people who, for them, they had to smoke weed to pass their exams, stuff like that. So that's why I'm saying it kind of depends person to person.
But why I say package is because there's people, for example, let's bring into somebody like artists that smoke. They do very well for their family or their siblings, have money, but they don't have a spouse. Why? Because they're womanizing, so they don't have the package.
No, obviously not the woman. I mean, but some people like womanizers, so it's all like, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but then you're not a family person, and that's the package that I'm talking about.
I'm thinking of the 3 vices, not
look at what I'm saying now.
Because a woman with children will not like a man that womanizes.
One of these things is that what people don't know that is that sometimes these things is like you'll see when you start doing one SS. It leads to another one. I'm sorry. I've been. No, when I'm not saying you don't have to be. Every drinker does not have to be. Of course, I've been very tipsy and still know what I want. I said no. I'm not gonna womanize because of this. I'm not, because I'm drunk now. I'm drunk now. Let me know. What I'm saying is that this vices you're saying, is just learn how to know boundaries for these things.
Yeah.
Just know when to be like, all right, it's done.
I've had enough.
I've had enough. You see some people, there are people that they know that two
glasses.
too short of this is going to knock them out. They're going for pain.
But what's okay?
I'm
Let's
not that
because it's cool to say no when it's enough here. But what's a vice? What's the definition of a vice?
I think things that I don't know.
No, like an object.
What,
if we were to go into the dictionary and just say a vice as an object, I swear it's like a hold or something.
Immoral or wicked behavior, criminal activities involving prostitution, pornography, or drugs, an immoral or wicked person or character. Hypocrisy is a particular sinister vice.
What about it? Does it say as an object?
As an object, vice as an object.
I think it's just looking at vices in general in terms of characteristics.
It's not an object.
You see, but
Okay, I was wrong.
But what I'm saying
Noun,
is
noun. What does it say now?
As a noun, it is a. That's what I was saying before.
As a noun.
Immoral.
Okay. My point more of.
Oh no, that's of horses.
Okay, my point. Yeah, go on.
A bad or necrotic habit of stable horses typically arises.
My point is more of all three things are very addictive. Yeah. So how can you say that you do one?
A weakness of character or behavior, a bad habit. Cigars happen to be my father's vice.
How can you say that you do one and excessively, but then you say you know when to stop?
Where do you know when to stop for womanizing?
A lot of people that womanize, let's not only talk about womanizing. Somebody that drinks a lot, they don't know when to stop. That's why they drink a lot. Somebody that smokes weed a lot excessively doesn't know when to stop. That's why but it's become a part of their life now.
And because me personally, for me, why it's an icebreaker is because I know I've seen research extensively has shown the effect of secondhand smoking. So I don't smoke and I marry you and I end up with lung cancer and all these things I could suffer from because I'm in contact with you. But I make sure because I know my struggles. I know I'm overweight, so I'm already dealing with that. And then I'm going to add secondhand smoking and then add the effect of your excessive alcoholism because it's going to affect our relationship, affect our marriage. That's why I said these three vices. When I see them,
but like I said, you see sometimes with time,
why they don't.
Yeah, but you see, this is there was a time in our life where even with smoking we're users. Yeah. But I've seen what I don't understand is why somebody something like my dad used to tell her he would say when he was young, when he would tell me, you haven't seen life. This life, people think you have enjoyed. You have not enjoyed. So we used to see then. So we got from another city, and go to Birmingham just to go and chill with some guys, just to drink, and come back. And we did all this as a youth, and we've seen that. It's nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's when you tell people, of course, they'll be like,
and there are no health benefits. Let's put it out there. There are no health benefits for smoking. The
pack
pack says it's going to kill you.
What I'm saying,
it says it's clearly it's going to kill you.
What I'm trying to say is that
you think it's funny.
As a young person, sometimes you understand, but if you're 2021, you'll be like, oh, I want to live my life. But this thing becomes very foolish when you start seeing people 26, 27, people married, 30, 31, 35, 40.
Yes, it's too much for me.
It's frustrating for me because, I don't know, bro, as a man, you get to a point where, what do you want to achieve from your life? And you take, but like I said, I see life very black and white. What do you want to achieve in your life? And you take steps towards that. If I do this, what's the consequences and what goal does it get me nearer to? Do you get? And when I was doing those things, when I was young doing those things, I would do it, see how it affects me, and then I was doing it, and then after a while I was like, okay, this is what I want to achieve. Then when I did it and I see how it takes a step back from what I want to achieve, why would I continue doing it? So more time you just don't have a goal then, bro. You just don't have a goal or don't want to achieve nothing.
I had this friend in
unless you're a musician.
She used to take weed excessively. She used to take weed excessively, and it got so bad that if we have a conversation today, tomorrow I remember what we said. She said, "No, I can't remember. I don't know the full effects of weed. But this is my real life lived experience."
Even with let's not just talk about weed now. We've seen, you said musicians. We've seen great footballers, great musicians, who, for example, blessed memory of Majek Fashek. Oh my God, this guy was a talent. Majek Fashek sings, and there was a time, I remember there was a time he did a rendition of Bob Marley, and the family had to reach out. Like, people have sound like our father, but you don't sound like him. We can hear him. We can hear. You know, when there are people that can sound like Shinaye in public, but you know when you hear Shinaye in somebody, be like, that's you. Yeah, it's like that. But what these people, if you look at their career, what brings them down? Drugs.
For drugs, I can't compromise. If you take drugs, I'm gone. I don't even think about dating you. If you take drugs,
if you talk about this, so
you
see, a lot of things.
Drugs is